What up, YouTube? How y'all feeling? Today, we gonna speak on T.I. and Lil Boosie. Spoke on this a little bit, but we gonna speak on this as the main topic because your boy over there at Funky Fridays, shout out the Super Bowl appearance, Cam Newton. Big shout outs to Cam Newton, I'm a fan for real, I'm a fan of the football player and the podcaster, I love Funky Fridays, like Cam doing his thing, wonderful transition, like I love it. But yeah, so it's a little clip. There's a little clip out there where though cause Cab keep it funky. Like you can't cover a Cab show unless you feel to spill a tea. If you ain't try to spill a tea, you might as well not even come, cause he gonna offend you. Not intentionally now. Cam, he ain't trying to offend you intentionally, but it's just he asking the questions that the people want to know, and I love it. I feel like he really keeping it a bang with doing that, because you have so many that beat around the bush and play the role of, oh, we're not gonna keep it a bang, but we're gonna keep it a nickel. That's why I love Funky Fridays, because he's like, if you ask who the best podcasters out there right now, it's Cab. Cab is at top tier, and if you don't say Cab, you hate it, because Cab is it's called Funky Fridays for a reason. He give you a reason to tap in. He give you a reason to come check out his podcast, because he's gonna ask them tough questions that we as the people want to know. And I love that. That's something we're losing in the podcasting world, the media world. It's very rare. Like, I think he's the only one that's doing it that way. And if I'm lying, then show me somebody else that's doing it how Cam doing it and not beating around the bush. Big ups to you, Cam. You continue to grind. But he asked T.I. about the mixtape or album that him and Boosie have in the vote. Like T.I. and Boosie, for y'all that don't know, have a mixtape or an album in a vote with both of them on it, a collab, which, you got the king of the South and the baddest of the South going head to head on wax, like, and even T.I. confirmed and said that it's a banger, like, the people needed to hear what we got to say, but T.I., he cause Boosie did call and apologize. So T.I., he played it player. He kept it P. He said, I believe, I don't want to quote him, but I believe, from me, what I thought I heard, that, certain media outlets try to control the narrative of how things turn out with certain people to interrupt certain things, which if I was Boosie, and I'm giving y'all this early on just to allow y'all to know, but if I was Boosie, I would make Vlad apologize to T.I. because, see, the whole controversy is that Vlad destroyed that project. But, I believe it's a mixtape or album. I don't know what it was going to be, but the controversy around it is Vlad destroyed it because he asked Boosie a question he knew the answer to. He was already asking Boosie about some tattletale and stuff, which I think he was talking about Terrence Civilian Williams before he got the T.I. And he knew what Boosie would say, especially Boobie, he don't be geeked up, but, Boobie just doing his thing and, Boobie in his bag. He knew what he would say, you know what I'm saying? Boo later realized after he sobered up, like, oh man, I said that, I forgot we got the project in the back. But Boo felt like he had to say that on camera, hoping that this wasn't true maybe or something like that. I don't know what Boo was thinking, but I'm just speaking from my point of view, y'all. But Boo said if T.I. did that, he'd rat too, because I believe it was based on Gangsta. You know what I'm saying? Like Gangsta putting bodies on homies that is already gone, and T.I. said he did the same thing back in the day. So Boo said, I don't spare nobody. If he did that, T.I. rat. You know what I'm saying? Which Vlad knew that Boo was going to say that. Vlad knew how Boo would react, because that's just what Boo do. That's just who Boo is. When that camera come on, lights, camera, action, Boo is going to keep it gangster. That's just what he do. So the people is blaming Vlad for messing up the project. Vlad has said, I had no idea of what you was going to say, so it's not my fault. You said what you said, and T.I. took offense to it. But in my opinion, personally, Vlad knew what Boosie would say, knowing how Boosie rolled, knowing the principles Boosie stand for, and he just wanted a controversial interview and wanted to go viral, so he asked about it. Like, cause Vlad is known for that. Like, he like, all right, well, Gangsta did that, cause Vlad will do it every now and then. He'll put some controversy around his interviews. He'll do it, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, if now they getting smarter to know not to talk about stuff, because they know how these cases is popping out of the woodworks left and right. But Vlad, he asked him about Gangsta. He brought Gangsta up, which Boosie already spoke on that, so there's no reason to bring it up. But he brought Gangsta up, and then he said, knowing how Vlad is, well, T.I. claimed to did the same thing. So he basically trying put Boosie in the hot seat. Like, hey, if you giving T.I. a pass, then you gonna have to give Vlad. I mean, not Vlad. My bad, y'all. You gonna have to give Gangsta a pass. That's basically what he was trying to make Boosie, cause he wanna find a flaw in Boosie. You know, Boosie think that's his friend, but you know, they say they cool. If hey, that's what it is. That's their business. But for the most part, my bad, y'all. For the most part, Vlad asked about the situation with T.I. saying he put a case on his, you know, his dead cousin. And you know, Boosie went off. I don't spare nobody. Y'all go check out the interview. You know, shout outs to Vlad. It ain't a diss, you know what I'm saying? I'm just speaking facts. I'm just speaking my opinion, y'all. But yeah, so when Boosie went off, that was it. That was it. And we was looking forward to that project. And you know, like, Vlad was like, he was kind of, well, Vlad was the channel for the promotion of that project. You know, Vlad start, like, with that, it started to make me feel like, Vlad, you ain't got Boosie best interest, you know what I'm saying? Because you could have asked that after the project. You could have waited. Like, you interviewed Boosie 11 times, you know what I'm saying, out of the year. So you could have waited. But, you know, he asked Boosie that question and it went left. T.I. felt some type of way and went on a whole tour. You know, he had a paperwork party and all that. Cause y'all know T.I. is doing stand-up comedy now. You know, T.I. he getting the bag, he getting to it. But T.I. is, I believe, you know, to the way the game is set up and the way the game is, I believe T.I. is far well off more than Boosie. You know what I'm saying? T.I. had less kids. You know what I'm saying? He been married to one woman. Like, T.I., I'm sure he, you know, he got his own clothing line. Then he done came across some deals. I'm sure he far well off than Boosie. Now, Boosie got a bag. Don't get me wrong, y'all. Don't take it the wrong way. But T.I. is in a gatekeeper of the South seat type time. So T.I. good. It don't hurt him, but it will hurt Boosie. Not internally, but it Boosie needed it more than T.I. T.I. is still getting streams off of his old music. He might pop out for a feature every now and then. You know, T.I., he making moves right now. He doing a damn thing. Boosie is too, but Boosie basically eating off his movies and music. So you know, Boosie could have used this on his resume. Now, I'm going to give y'all my opinion at the end on what I think and who fault I believe it is. But, y'all, your boy over there at Funky Fridays, Cam Newton, y'all go check him out. Like, he keeping it funky over there, y'all. Like, Cam is up for being the #1 podcaster in America. Like, if he don't get it, I'll be damned. Like, he doing the damn thing, y'all. If y'all ain't checking out Funky Fridays, y'all go check him out. Go check Cam out, and he doing, like, that's his whole little thing. Like, that's him, you know, like, he doing, like, go check out Cam, y'all. Y'all go check out Cam. But he asked T.I. about it. T.I. spoke on it. And obviously we all know the answer, so I'ma say it. But still go check out the interview over there at Funky Fridays. But T.I., he basically said, hey, there ain't no project. Like, we ain't doing it. But y'all still go check out the interview so y'all can, get the reaction of T.I., the real reaction and the full reaction of how T.I. handled it. But, Boosie a little hurt because, he stuck his own foot in his mouth. Like, Boosie, like, he feels some type of way about it. But he can't do nothing because he know it was his fault, Boosie know it was his fault and Boosie can't do nothing about that. So, my bad, y'all. So he know he can't say, oh yeah, no, it gotta come out whoopty whoop. I believe it was a 50-50 project and they did what they did, they both have their own studios, so I'm sure, they use their own people, producers and all, to come up with this project. But eventually, once they dropped it, they could have sold it, made plenty money off of it, or kept the rights and still made plenty money off of it. But Boosie had to stand on that business. He couldn't do that on camera, which I would have until T.I., I talked to T.I., get a full facts, I handle that next interview. But for the most part, even if we still gonna drop the project, it's already done. We ain't leaving nothing on the table. You know what I'm saying? But and of course T.I. would have coerced how he handled the situation or spoke on it. But I'd have took that to get that bag when you're about that bag. But Boosie, he, just speaking in general, is controversial because Boosie's upset that that project is not coming out. But, Boosie is mad at Kodak for doing verse for 6ix9ine. Boosie is still mad about that, saying Kodak ain't a real nigga. But Boosie, he accepted it that the project ain't coming out. But if it could, he wouldn't mind. I can guarantee you that he wouldn't mind if it could come out. If Tip said, "Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off on my part," I know Boosie wouldn't even take 2 seconds to say, "Hey, I'm gonna sign off on mine too." So we'll get to that in a later date. But who fault do I believe it is? I believe is Vlad fought for bringing up the question because, of course, Vlad loved controversy. So, with speaking on gangster, he's gonna, oh, you got a person like that in your backyard. What are you gonna do? Because you're contradicting yourself. That's Vlad. That's just who he is. So, is it Vlad's fault? Yes. Vlad, is your fault. Take responsibility because you knew how Boosie would handle a question like that, especially when he just said what he said. He's not about to contradict himself. He had to do that. Had to. And let me let y'all know now. My bad, y'all. Being a real nigga could cost you a bag sometimes. Now, Boosie willing to withstand that, that's cool, but It can. But sometimes you just gotta let things happen until you in the clear to say, hey, you know what? It is what it is now. But also, Boosie is his fault too for speaking on it too fast and then clearing it up. Because, you know, him and T.I. spoke. So he eventually cleared it up and still eventually wanted the project to come out. But even Boosie said out his own mouth, nah, it's done, it's over. Of course, you know, y'all know Tip, you know, he stand on him, you know, so of course Tip most likely told him like, yeah, I accept your apology and everything, we cool, we good, but you know, the project, that's dead, I ain't doing that, you feel me, cause Tip gonna still do it, look, it make Tip look a certain type of way, you know what I'm saying, so Tip he can't do it after Boosie and said what he said, you know, but I believe, you know, Vlad and Boosie played 50-50 on that part. It's both of their fault, y'all. That's how it is. But shout outs to Funky Friday. Shout outs to Tip. You know, Tip. I believe Tip got his own podcast. I don't know what it's called, but y'all go look up Tip Podcast. It should pop up. Shout outs to Tip. You know, Grand Hustle. Shout outs to Boosie, you know what I'm saying? Shout outs to Boo. Yeah, you keeping it real. That's your gangster. Keep your gangster. And shout outs to Vlad, y'all. And y'all don't forget, go check out Funky Fridays. Cam doing the thing over there. Cam doing his thing over there. Y'all go check him out. But hey, that's just how it go in this industry when you have that controversy. You know, that controversy is deadly sometimes. The internet is undefeated. So yeah. But I'ma get up with y'all later. I talk to y'all later. I'm out.